it's Heidi again. I'm back to speak to you today. Our first topic is going to be pricing strategies for listing your sale or rental property. So, before I get started with actual strategies, I just want you to understand that the strategies I'm going to give you should be applicable no matter what the economic situation. Right now, the economic conditions in Trinidad are not so favorable for sellers, where it's in the news every day. You guys can do your own research, but by the time you're watching this video, who knows what the economy will be, where it will be. So I'm trying to give you some timeless strategies. I also don't want to force one strategy on you or one formula and tell you that this is exactly how you must price your property. I don't believe in that. I'm giving you 3 options and it's always your choice. We're just going to go through the pros and the cons of each. The first strategy is price high. So this is a strategy that most people in Trinidad and Tobago use when pricing their property. The mentality behind it is, I will price it high because everyone likes to negotiate, and I'll probably end up with the best selling price or rental price if I price high and let people negotiate down a little bit. The cons of this strategy, though, that you may lose out on a lot of viewings of your property if it's priced out of what people think is reasonable for the market. So I don't recommend this strategy for anyone unless you're just testing the market. If your property is just on there so you can see what will happen, then fine. But if you really do need to get your property rented or sold in a timely manner, I don't suggest this strategy. The second strategy is pricing at market value. So this is a good strategy. This is, if you were recommended a market price by a valuator or a real estate professional and you choose to put your property on the market for that price, it's fair, which is the pro. The con of even using this strategy is that if your property is not in a hot area, as it would be called, your property may still take some time to sell if there's not a lot of demand in that particular area. In addition, if your house is not what social media might call Pinterest ready or Pinterest worthy, it may still take you some time to sell because not everyone is forward thinking or creative in terms of how they can make a property look by fixing it up. So I would say that this is a good strategy for people who have properties in a hot area or people who have a property that is absolutely impeccable, Pinterest worthy. The third strategy is price below market value. Now, this strategy most people think will be negative from the beginning. They think, oh my gosh, we're going to get the lowest price possible because we're putting it on below market value. However, I'll tell you that may be possible, but I think it's kind of unlikely, seeing that most offers, usually it's the first offer you get, or within the first couple offers you get, is usually your highest and best offer. That's not always the case, but most of the time it is. So yes, you can leave money on the table by using this strategy, but I think it's not that likely. And the pro of using this approach is that people know that this property is a deal. So they know that there's going to be competition, which means that they are likely to move much faster, and they will also tend to put their best offer on the table because they don't want to risk losing the property to competition. So the interesting thing about these strategies is that sometimes you use the third strategy of pricing below market value, and it is possible that you end up with actually a higher selling price, let's say, or more value than you would have if you used the price high strategy. And of course it would be done in far less time. Your property should not sit on the market very long if you price it under market value. So these are the 3 strategies that I'd like to offer to you. Again, at the end of the day, it's your choice. I would also recommend, if you're looking to find out what the market value of your property is, that you speak to a valuator or a real estate professional, and not try to do it yourself. There's a lot of factors that go into comparing properties, and you always want to compare like with like, and that's in terms of location, in terms of finishes, and in terms of size. So yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you guys can join me again soon. Bye.